Chris, obviously not the result you wanted today, but what's kind of your assessment of the team's effort level today?
They're competing. We're not playing at the highest level right now. But I give them a lot of credit for showing up and getting after it and staying together as a group. And there's some bright spots in there. We're just giving up crooked numbers, and those crooked numbers are killing us. And I got to find a way to get the right guy out there at the right time. I thought Colby was pretty good there at the end of the game for a bright spot on the pitching staff.
Nate left a couple balls up and got hurt for it, but do you feel like he's done enough maybe to earn another weekend start?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we have to assess everything, especially on a short week, being Easter week. I think that's one of the biggest things. But he's obviously good enough, and he's a really good player. He left a couple balls in the middle of the plate, and not only is Vanderbilt good, well, they're really hot right now. It seems like every mistake we made got hit over the wall this weekend. So I tip my hat to those guys, but we have to be better.
You mentioned the outing for Kobe. Just talk more about him, Holcomb, and
well, his stuff was good, I thought. I mean, that's 2 out of his last 3 outings. He started Lafayette, and then today, the velo's good, the command's been pretty good, and the breaking ball. And he has the breaking ball. He's tough to hit. It's just really hard. They tunnel very well together.
You've talked so much about how important it is to get a quality start. I guess why do you think that hasn't been happening? This last couple of years?
I don't know. I wish I did. I'm still trying to find it. It's quality start, but it's also that, and maybe because the quality starts haven't been great, that it's that 5th and 6th innings biting us too. It's across the board, pitching wise, and we have some good guys. They're just not pitching well right now, and they're getting beat when they make a mistake.
Nate's a guy, he's a big competitor. I'm sure he never wants to come out of a ball game, but how did you kind of manage that with his first start here at Starkville? Was there a pitch count situation, which is kind of a feel thing?
It was just feel, just where he was, trying to match up. That the couple lefties in their lineup as we got there was, they hit 200 against lefty, 200, and then I think the guy that hit the homers hitting 111 against lefty. So you're just trying to go for a matchup, and didn't pan out, but that's what we were looking for.
I know you got to meet with the staff, but what's the probability Lofton throws Tuesday, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, we're not at that point yet. I mean, I have to look at the whole week, so we have to meet as a group, try to figure it out. I don't know what we'll do on Tuesday yet.
What sort of things have you learned from the series that you're going to change in practice to prepare for the next series?
Leadoff hitters, I don't know we change them, but we got to do better with leadoff hitters. I feel like even when we get them out, we're 2-0, we're 3-1, we're igniting a good offense. I think we have to do a better job there. I think we have to do a better job defensively. We just have to put in some defensive work. There's just a play or two here and there that's costing us in a rally. It's costing our pitcher. And we got, I've said it all year and I still believe it. We have some really good defensive players that just haven't played to their ability yet.
Speaking of leadoff hitters, you flipped Ledbetter and Larry today. What's kind of the thought process behind it?
Just to be a little left, right, left. Lefties were hitting better against their guy. I like a blended lineup. Just trying to shake it up a little bit, him and Isaac, getting those guys in the lineup.
It did feel like you kind of stretched their starter a little bit today. I mean, even before he left, it seemed like you had him on the ropes a couple times and just maybe couldn't get that big hit.
Well, we did. We had the second and third. We don't get the runner in with less than 2 outs. The next inning, I think we have a bunt on, to get the guy over. And then we don't get the bunt down the next pitch. We get a base hit. It's just there's these little things that we're leaving out there to where you could pick these runs across the board and get one, get another one, get a lead, play with some momentum, and we're not playing the game clean enough.
And you also had Isaac out there at third, your 4th starting third baseman of the year, but it appears he had a pretty good ball game. What's your assessment?
He did. He, the biggest thing for us at third right now is defense. We need to be a better defensive team. Connor Isaac, he's played a lot of college baseball. He's a really good player. It's been hard for me because he's been on the bench. I know he can help us. He works his tail off. He's got a great attitude, and he's a good player. And he could have sat around and sulked, but he hasn't. He just runs out there and plays hard, and the game's rewarding him there. He had some good swings today.
It seems like these last 2 games, that the second, third time in the lineup, that has been kind of the biggest problem for you guys when it comes to starters. Looking forward and trying to address something like that, how do you address a problem like that? When it comes to as the hitters get more comfortable against a starter, they start producing.
It's hard when our bullpen ain't pitching great either. So I've probably been guilty and should can ask our fans probably, but I've held on to our starter too long, but we haven't come out of our pen and pitched great. Like even today with Nate Dome, you know, he's 93, 95 in the sixth. I feel like that stuff is going to pitch as good as anybody we got out there. So we got to get through. We got to pitch a little cleaner early, maybe to get us longer into games. You know, I think Nate had a tough third, if I'm not mistaken, and it kind of cuts you at the end of the game.
Kind of know when you hit the portal and you come to a place like Mississippi State. I mean, you come here expecting to play, and coach was just kind of complimenting you on your patience and your work habits, and now you're able to get out there and get some swings. How did it feel to get out there today and get a first start at third?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, when I came here, I told Coach Monis I would be able to play wherever he put me, and I mean, that's been ready to play and field, outfield, wherever it is, and it feels great to get out there and get an opportunity.
I know you were a shortstop last season. How much third base have you played, you know, coming up to this season?
I mean, I've always taken some reps at third. I mean, it's not much different than shortstop, so left side, seeing the same side of the field, so it's not really that much different.
You've had some big swings, even in limited playing time. Probably none bigger than the one you had today when you're trying to climb back in the ball game. Take us through the at-bat there.
I mean, I went up there. I was sitting soft all day, got a first pitch slider, and I mean, just happened to be right there, and I just put a good swing on it, and good thing happened.
When you think about, defensively, I mean, you're the fourth starting third baseman this year, and obviously, once you get a chance to get out there, you want to kind of take it and run with it. Based on your own evaluation of yourself, do you feel like you've done enough to get another start at third base?
I mean, I hope so. I think so. We're very talented, and I mean, there's a lot of guys that put in the same work as I am, and we just have to make the most of our opportunity right now.
Can you talk about your decision to come to Mississippi State, what it's been like so far?
Yeah. So, I mean, we played here when I was at VC. We played here my freshman year, and I mean, there's nothing like it. It's awesome here. Fans are awesome. People are awesome here. I mean, it was pretty much a no-brainer when I hit the portal. Wasn't necessarily a thing about leaving, but as soon as Monis reached out to me, I mean, it was there.
Yesterday, Bryce Chance mentioned that the mood in the locker room wasn't particularly happy. How do you guys as a team try to push through games like this?
I mean, we're taking it game by game right now. We're struggling, but there's a lot of talent, and we're learning who we are as a team right now. And I mean, we're getting there. You saw glimpses of it today, even the first few innings yesterday. So we'll get there.
Obviously, getting swept is getting swept. And there's no moral victories at Mississippi State. But there were a couple times today when Van began to separate, you guys were able to kind of answer. What do you think maybe that says about the character of this team?
I mean, the character of this team is really strong. I mean, every guy's pulling for one another. I mean, I think sometimes some of the mess-ups are just guys who are trying to do too much for the team. So, I mean, it's just we just got to take it pitch by pitch, at bat by at bat, and keep grinding it out.